Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jonathan. In our previous video part 5, we have covered the computer hardware. For today's video, we will be covering part 6 of the computer fundamentals. The highlights of the part 6 will be the computer software. Let's go ahead and join with me. And please don't forget to subscribe the JBV tutorial and hit the bell so won't miss of my new videos. What is software? Software, which is abbreviated as SW or S/W, is a set of programs that enables the hardware to perform a specific task. It is a collection of instructions and data that tell a computer how to work. This is in contrast to physical hardware, from which the system is built and actually performs the work. In computer science and software engineering, computer software is all information processed by computer systems, including programs and data. Computer software includes computer programs, libraries, and related non-executable data, such as online documentation or digital media. Computer hardware and software require each other, and neither can be realistically used on its own. Software can be three types: system software, application software, and programming software. First, what is system software? System software is a type of computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and application programs. If we think of the computer system as a layered model, the system software is the interface between the hardware and user applications. The operating system is the best known example of system software. The OS manages all the other programs in a computer. System software is used to manage the computer itself. It runs in the background, maintaining the computer's basic functions, so users can run higher-level application software to perform certain tasks. Essentially, system software provides a platform for application software to be run on top of. Types of operating system. Operating systems usually come preloaded on any computer you buy. Most people use the operating system that comes with their computer, but it's possible to upgrade or even change operating systems. The three most common operating systems for personal computers are Microsoft Windows, macOS, and Linux. Modern operating systems use a graphical user interface, or GUI, pronounced GUI. A GUI lets you use your mouse to click icons, buttons, and menus, and everything is clearly displayed on the screen using a combination of graphics and text. Each operating system's GUI has a different look and feel, so if you switch to a different operating system it may seem unfamiliar at first. However, modern operating systems are designed to be easy to use, and most of the basic principles are the same. Microsoft Windows. Microsoft created the Windows operating system in the mid-1980s. There have been many different versions of Windows, but the most recent ones are Windows 10, released in 2015, Windows 8, 2012, Windows 7, 2009, and Windows Vista, 2007. Windows comes preloaded on most new PCs, which helps to make it the most popular operating system in the world. macOS, previously called OS X, is a line of operating systems created by Apple. It comes preloaded on all Macintosh computers, or Macs. Some of the specific versions include Mojave, released in 2018, High Sierra, 2017, and Sierra, 2016. According to StatCounter Global Stats, macOS users account for less than 10% of global operating systems, much lower than the percentage of Windows users, more than 80%. One reason for this is that Apple computers tend to be more expensive. However, many people do prefer the look and feel of macOS over Windows. Linux, pronounced Linux, is a family of open-source operating systems, which means they can be modified and distributed by anyone around the world. This is different from proprietary software like Windows, which can only be modified by the company that owns it. The advantages of Linux are that it is free, and there are many different distributions or versions you can choose from. Operating systems for mobile devices. The operating systems we've been talking about so far were designed to run on desktop and laptop computers. Mobile devices such as phones, tablet computers, and MP3 players are different from desktop and laptop computers, so they run operating systems that are designed specifically for mobile devices. Examples of mobile operating systems include Apple iOS and Google Android. Operating systems for mobile devices generally aren't as fully featured as those made for desktop and laptop computers, and they aren't able to run all of the same software. However, you can still do a lot of things with them, like watch movies, browse the web, manage your calendar, and play games. Some other examples of system software include BIOS. It stands for Basic Input-Output System. It is a type of system software which is stored in read-only memory, ROM, located on the motherboard. However, in advanced computer systems, it is stored in flash memory. BIOS is the first software that gets activated when you turn on your computer system. It loads the drivers of the hard disk into memory, as well as assists the operating system to load itself into the memory. Boot program. Boot refers to starting up a computer. When you switch on the computer, the commands in the ROM are executed automatically to load the boot program into memory and execute its instructions. The BIOS program has a basic set of commands that enables the computer to perform the basic input-output instructions to start the computer. An assembler, it plays the role of a converter as it receives basic computer instructions and converts them into a pattern of bits. The processor uses these bits to perform basic operations. A device driver. This system software controls hardware devices connected to a computer. It enables the computer to use the hardware by providing an appropriate interface. The kernel of a computer's CPU communicates with different hardware through this software. Operating systems generally come with most of the device drivers. If the operating system does not have a device driver for hardware, you have to install the device driver before using that hardware device. Second, what is application software? An application program, app or application for short, is a computer program designed to carry out a specific task other than one relating to the operation of the computer itself, typically to be used by end users. Word processors, media players, and accounting software are examples. The collective noun refers to all applications collectively. The other principal classifications of software are system software, relating to the operation of the computer, and utility software, utilities. Applications may be bundled with the computer and its system software or published separately, and may be coded as proprietary, open source, or projects. The term app often refers to applications for mobile devices such as phones. Word processing software. This software allows users to create, edit, format, and manipulate the text and more. It offers lots of options for writing documents, creating images, and more. For example, MS Word, WordPad, Notepad, etc. Spreadsheet software. It is designed to perform calculations, store data, create charts, etc. It has rows and columns, and the data is entered in the cell, which is an intersection of a row and column, example, Microsoft Excel. Multimedia software. These software are developed to perform editing of video, audio, and text. It allows you to combine texts, videos, audio, and images. Thus, you can improve a text document by adding photos, animations, graphics, and charts through multimedia software. For example, VLC Player, Window Media Player, etc. Enterprise software. These software are developed for business operational functions. It is used in large organizations where the quantum of business is too large. It can be used for accounting, billing, order processing, and more. For example, CRM, Customer Relationship Management, BI, Business Intelligence, ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, SCM, Supply Chain Management, Customer Support System, and more. And last but not the least, what is programming software? It is a set or collection of tools that help developers in writing other software or programs. It assists them in creating, debugging, and maintaining software or programs or applications. We can say that these are facilitator software that helps translate programming language such as Java, C++, Python, etc., into machine language code. So, it is not used by end users. For example, compilers, linkers, debuggers, interpreters, text editors, etc. This software is also called a programming tool or software development tool. Some examples of programming software include Eclipse, it is a Java language editor. Coda, it is a programming language editor for Mac. Notepad++, it is an open-source editor for Windows. Sublime Text, it is a cross-platform code editor for Linux, Mac, and Windows. Eclipse is an integrated development environment, IDE, used in computer programming. It contains a base workspace and an extensible plugin system for customizing the environment. Eclipse is written mostly in Java, and its primary use is for developing Java applications, but it may also be used to develop applications in other programming languages via plugins including Ada, ABAP, C, C++, C#, Clojure, COBOL, D, Erlang, Fortran, Groovy, Haskell, JavaScript, Julia, Lasso, Lua, Natural, Perl, PHP, Prolog, Python, R, Ruby, including Ruby on Rails framework, Rust, Scala, and Scheme. It can also be used to develop documents with LaTeX, via a Tailslips plugin, and packages for the software Mathematica. Development environments include the Eclipse Java Development Tools, JDT for Java and Scala, Eclipse CDT for C/C++, and Eclipse PDT. Coda is a commercial and proprietary web development application for macOS, developed by Panic. It was first released on April 23, 2007, and won the 2007 Apple Design Award for Best User Experience. Coda version 2.0 was released on May 24, 2012, along with an iPad version called Diet Coda. Although formerly available on the Mac App Store, it was announced on May 14, 2014 that the update to Coda 2.5 would not be available in the Mac App Store due to sandboxing restrictions. Notepad++ is a text and source code editor for use with Microsoft Windows. It supports tabbed editing, which allows working with multiple open files in a single window. The project's name comes from the C increment operator. Notepad++ is distributed as free software. At first the project was hosted on SourceForge.net, from where it has been downloaded over 28 million times, and twice won the SourceForge Community Choice Award for Best Developer Tool. The project was hosted on Tux Family from 2010 to 2015. Since 2015, Notepad++ has been hosted on GitHub. Notepad++ uses the Scintilla editor component. Sublime Text is a shareware cross-platform source code editor with a Python application programming interface, API. It natively supports many programming languages and markup languages, and functions can be added by users with plugins, typically community-built and maintained under free software licenses. That will be it for today's video, guys. In our next video for the part 7 we will covering the OS, operating system. Thank you everyone and hope to see you again.